Hello people, welcome back with one more video, and this video is previous year question paper BITSAT 2. Question number 1 and 2 are related to vocabulary. Question 1, choose the word most similar in meaning. So first is acquiesce. Acquiesce means accept, agree, prefer, show agreement. All right. So when you say agreement, resist, opposite of agreement, accept silently, agreement, argue strongly, opposite of agreement, demand clarification, opposite of agreement, and hence B is the answer. Question number 2, choose the word most appropriate in meaning in the word in capital letter. So, obsequious. Obsequious means accept or prefer or be very kind. Now, what is the opposite? Arrogant, of course, opposite of obsequious. Submissive is the same. Assertive, it is opposite. Dismissive, is it opposite? Now, arrogant means rude. And here, obsequious means what? It is more toward the preference. So the arrogant is related to nature. Therefore, A out. Dismissive means rejection of some opinion, and therefore assertive will be the answer. Question number 3 and 4, grammar. Choose the grammatically correct sentence. Not only she sings. So when we use not and then present simple, it is incorrect. It should include does. Option A out. Not only does she sing, fine. Not only sings she out. Why? Because whenever we use not, it should be negative. I mean, it is negative sentence. Therefore, it should be does. D. She not only sings and therefore D out. B is the answer. Identify the error in the sentence. If he would have studied harder. Remember, whenever we use if, would is not used. So it should be if he had studied harder, and therefore B. Remember, second part, after if, second part, the second clause can carry would. But the first part always carries past simple, past perfect. Vocabulary. It is contextual vocabulary. The scientist theory was initially dismissed, but it later gained as further research supported her claims. So detachment, because it gained, it's mean acceptance, right? Detach means separation. Oblivion means not that much popular. Traction is a part of attraction. And denial, you know that it's no, and therefore answer should be C. That is traction. Traction means catch. Detach means separate. Oblivion means not that much popular. Denial means no, and traction means catching attention. And therefore C is the answer. What does the idiom to read between the lines mean? To speed, read a passage? No. To understand the hidden meaning? Yes. To ignore unnecessary information? No. To memorize? No. So, to read between the lines means making great sense. Now, question number 7 to 9. First question is, according to the passage, what is major drawback of digital productivity tools? Right? So, paradoxically, the very platform designed to streamline work, blah, 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 are often the reason behind the reduced deep thinking and burnout, right? So they are too expensive. They cause more work. They create distraction, and they are outdated. Find here. So they are too expensive means it is costly, right? Now they cause more work. So out. Why? Because it burns out deep thinking. It's mean they create distraction. They are outdated out. The tone of author can be described as. So the tone means as it is negative sentence. Thus modern productivity is less about tools and more about mindful uses. Fine. So finally, it is raising question. The concept of productivity in digital age is constantly evolving. So positive plus negative, right? That is called balanced tone. So enthusiastic, positive, analytical, it's quite okay. Cynical, cynical means negative, and humorous means, I mean, it's related to happiness, right? So cynical is generally also negative, and therefore it should be analytical. Let me repeat. Tone as it is positive, negative both, and therefore analytical, enthusiastic positive, humorous positive, cynical negative, and we are left with analytical means balanced one. Okay. Now, what does the author suggest is essential for modern productivity? Because it is not using. So the modern productivity is less about the tools and more about mindful uses. So it should be more about the mindful uses, right? That is the inference. Now, upgrading, upgrading to better software. So it's not about the software, it is about the mind, right? Mindful use is fine. Avoid out and working long hours out. Now, rearrange the parts to form a coherent sentence. And thus, procrastination often stems from fear or anxiety, not. So, of course, it is going to be opening sentence means Q. So, procrastination often stems from fear and anxiety and thus must be addressed. So, it is anxiety and therefore it needs solution. So, Q and P. So, Q and P is okay. RQ, no. Q and P, no. Q and P, no, and therefore A is the answer. Now later part, that is called R and S. So must be addressed not from laziness if true productivity is to be achieved. So procrastination often stems for fear or anxiety and thus must be addressed not from laziness but from true product if true productivity is achieved, and hence A is the answer.